getting ready to do net control for the Hampton Roads Public Service Net. It's on every night, 6 nights a week, except Sunday, 9 o'clock. The antenna is on top of the Weston and Virginia Beach Town Center, and that's what all the licensed amateur radio operators out there talk to and communicate on. It's a repeater that's on top of the Weston. It's coming up in about 30 seconds, 9 o'clock. And tonight I am net control. Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 9 o'clock I'm net control, which is basically a moderator that checks in all the radio operators out there. So let's see, stand by for that coming up in five seconds or so. It's Tuesday, April 28th, 9 p.m. time for the Hampton Roads Public Service Net. This is an area net serving all amateur radio operators with information on amateur radio activities and public service events. Your net control is Whiskey 4 Mike Bravo Mike from Norfolk, and my name is Jay. Everyone is welcome to check into this net by stating their call sign, name, and location. Please say your call sign slowly and phonetically. This is not a local traffic net, but traffic going outside the local phone area may be handled. Traffic must be in the ARRL format. Any station with emergency or priority traffic, please call now. And this is the radio I'm talking to right now using. Any liaison station for higher nets, please call now. The traffic section of this net is now closed. We will continue with the public service portion of this net. Any station with announcements, bulletins, or queries, please call now. So in a second here, I'm going to take check-ins, and then I'm going to write down the call signs of all the stations that check in. And we'll do a little roundtable discussion. Nothing heard. Let's proceed with check-ins. Let's start with mobile, portable, low-power stations. Any mobile, portable, or low-power stations wishing to check in to the Hampton Roads Public Service Net, please call now. Could be a slow night tonight, Tuesday night.
This is KE2 BMP, Marcel out of Virginia Beach. KR4 ILX, Rich, Virginia Beach.
All right, net control heard. KE2BMP Marcel and KR4ILX Rich. Good evening to you guys, and let's see if there's any other mobile, portable, or low power stations wishing to check in. Please call now. All right, let's move on to fixed stations. Any fixed stations out there or any other stations wishing to check in, please call now.
This is KR4 BUU, Kevin and Moyo.
This is Alpha Juliet 4 Delta November AJ4D and Robert in Virginia Beach, no traffic.
KC4JGC, Portable C, Virginia Beach.
All right, net control heard. KR4BAU Kevin, AJ4 Delta November Robert, and KC4JGC Steve. Good evening to everybody. Let's see, I do have a topic for discussion here. It is April 28th. It's National Superhero Day. National Superhero Day. And checking to see what is or was your favorite superhero when you were growing up. All right, let's go to the top of the list. KE2BMP Marcel in Virginia Beach. How are you doing this evening, Marcel? And who was or who is your favorite superhero?
This is KE2BMP, Marcel. That's a good question, a little thought-provoking. I haven't watched any Marvel movies or DC movies any time recently. But I'd say probably Doctor Strange. I'd say Marvel movies do a pretty good job at portraying him. I think his powers are pretty interesting. It's a little bit different than just super strength or flying around. So I find him pretty interesting. regular topics, nothing too crazy, just long days and years that you did. That's about it for me. Always nice checking into the net. What about yourself? Over?
Hey Marcel, good to hear from you. I'll get to my answer here at the bottom of the list. But good to hear about Doctor Strange. Hey, a question for you. If I was going to get into watching Doctor Strange, which one would you recommend I get started on?
I'd say just the first movie is a good overview of, I guess like a basic overview of the story. It's been a while since I've read any of the comics or anything, and I was really never too big into comics, so I'm not an expert or anything on Doctor Strange or Marvel comics overall. But the movies themselves do a pretty good job at portraying what he's about and his powers and everything in the story. And again, I think it's just an interesting departure from the whole Superman
I got about 90% of that, Marcel. You're starting to fade away, but thanks for that recommendation on the first movie of Doctor Strange. It's Marvel World, and I'm definitely going to check that out. Always looking on the lookout for something new to watch, and that sounds definitely something interesting. KE2BMP, Marcel, have a terrific rest of your evening. 73, we are clear with you. Next up, KR4ILX, Rich. Rich, I'm assuming you just got out of the hot tub. How are you doing? And who who is your superhero?
KR4 Alex here, and were you watching this? As you know, we just got out of the hot tub. But, hey, I'll have to go with Superman. We always watched Christopher Reeve's Superman. Actually, it was his father. Can't remember his first name, but always watched him in the evening on the television, and when I was growing up, so it had to be Superman. But great night out there. Just did from the hot tub again, sir, and look at that beautiful sky. But KR4Lex back to that control.
Roger, your favorite superhero, Superman, and good to hear you had a good night out in the hot tub. Oh, I was going to mention, a couple nights back, you're talking about the hot tub and playing radio while you're at the hot tub. You know, they got these cheap HTs that are submersible, and you can just hook up your antenna to that HT. Over.
I have a couple cheap HTs, so if I took one out there and it dropped in the water, I wouldn't think too bad of it. But maybe I'll try it Thursday night when you're on. Careful, expecting it.
All right, Rich. Have a terrific rest of your evening. KR4ILX 73. We are clear with you. Go ahead, comment. I hear. I'm assuming that is KO4AXB. Steve, are you wanting to check in? Go ahead.
Yes, I'm checking in as KO4AXB. Here in Virginia Beach and Portland.
All right, Steve. Good evening. Thanks for checking in, and we'll be right with you at the end of the list. Next up, KR4BU, Kevin and Moya. Kevin, how are you doing this evening? And who was your favorite superhero?
I'm probably going to have to go with Superman. Like Rich, I think he was, man, I can't remember, but I think that's the first superhero that I can remember, you know. I had to jump off my grandma's steps with a garbage bag because I didn't have a cape, you know. I thought that I had a parachute. Don't try that, it doesn't work. Just for a heads up. But,
Kevin's an old rock and roller in he's a rock and roller in
Virginia Beach.
Sounds like
today we were cruising.
sounds like Joe Walsh.
Other than that, man, KR4B, back to net.
And that's the repeater ID in Morse code. It does that every so often. All right, Kevin, good to hear from you. And yeah, definitely was a nice day to go cruising. And got your comment there as Superman, your favorite superhero. And KR4B, you have a terrific rest of your evening, Kevin. 73, we are clear with you. Let's take a pause here. This is W4MBM with the Hampton Roads Public Service Net in progress. Looking for check-ins? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Next up, AJ4DN, Robert. Robert in Virginia Beach. How are you doing this evening, Robert? And who was your favorite superhero?
Good evening, everybody on the net. And that was certainly a novel question to ask tonight. I think we're all of pretty much the same vintage. So the old Superman, the ones where they only showed him from the waist down when he was flying through the air and made the swooshing noises, the black and white. At least it was black and white on our TV. I did have an older brother, and he had a bunch of Green Lantern comics, which it wasn't the Green Lantern Corps or anything like that. It was a single guy that had a ring. So I read a bunch of those too, but I think Superman was my favorite. 73 stall and back to net control.
AJ4 Delta November. Robert, have a terrific rest of your evening and got your favorite as a Superman. I remember watching the black and white Superman after school, the reruns, of course. And his puffy chest, barrel-chested, puffed out Superman. That was my first experience. And slick back hair, of course. And have a terrific rest of your evening. AJ4 Delta November 73. We are clear with you. Next up, KC4JGC Steve. Steve, how are you doing this evening? And who was your favorite superhero?
Well, good evening, Jay, and everyone else on the net. I'm starting to wind down finally. Kind of a long week so far. Left yesterday for Columbus, had a 4 a.m. appointment at the customer. Was out of there by about almost 5:30, and drove back here, and found out about 3/4 of the way back here, or halfway back here, because I don't think I was driving to Charleston at the time, that guess what I'm doing tomorrow morning? Driving back to Columbus for a 7 p.m. appointment tomorrow. So, oh, well, gotta make money somehow, right? As far as a superhero, I think I'm going to join the crowd there with Superman. Of course, in my younger days, the two big ones were Superman and Batman. Batman was a little, as we know, a bit on the campy side, shall we say. But George Reeves as probably, as Superman, was probably my earliest recollection of a superhero that I would watch every day. Of course, it was on on Channel 27 back when it was WYAH. The afternoon kids programming. So we'll do it that way. Yeah. KC4JGC, about to hit the rack. 7 grade.
Steve's KC4JGC's a long haul trucker. KC4JGC, Steve, hey, have a terrific, safe travels out to Columbus and back. Did you say you're due out there at 7 p.m.? If that's so, what time do you have to leave to make the 7 p.m.? Is that when you're due?
Yeah, that's the appointment. And with the I guess oncoming rain, I don't know. I would definitely about 7 o'clock in the morning at the absolute latest. I would like to get there about an hour early. So we'll see how things develop there. But I was just looking at the weather forecast at 6 o'clock, and looks like I'll be running into more rain on the way out there. It was pretty wet where I was spending the night last night in Circleville, Ohio, and pretty much stopped raining when I arrived at the customer at 10 minutes till 4 this morning. So there you go. It takes about 9.5 to 10 hours to drive out there. So I've got to stop for fuel, and somewhere along the way, either during my fuel stop or separately, I had to take a 30-minute break. So
Kind of nice to hear about the life of the trucker.
I hope that kind of sort of roundabout answers your question, KC4JGC.
For sure, and it's always good to hear your stories of work, life on the road, and all that. And well, good luck for a long day tomorrow, and hope you get to hold up and get some rest for the trip back home. And thanks for taking us back in time for your memories of watching Superman locally here in Hampton Roads. KC4JGC Steve 73, we are clear with you. Before we go to KO4AXV, Steve, stand by. Let's take a little pause for check-ins. This is W4MBM with the Hampton Roads Public Service Net. Looking for check-ins. Please call now. All right, next up, KO4AXV, Steve. Good evening to you. How are you doing this evening, and who was your favorite superhero? Hey, Steve, good evening to you, and got your favorite as Spider-Man. And good evening to Megan, too, and hope she's having a good night as well. And yeah, I'm enjoying this weather. It's perfect for me. It's 50 degrees here in the backyard. It's clear skies. I'm looking at my security camera up in the sky. It's nice and clear. I'm seeing some constellations. It's 91% waxing gibbous moon, so it's on its way a couple more days, and it's going to be a full moon. But it's good to take a peek out there. It's not too cold. 50 degrees. Nice and comfy. Just put on a sweater. Let's see. As for me, my favorite growing up is the $6 Million Man, Steve Austin. I just really liked him. I even had an action figure, Steve Austin action figure. Just love the sound effects. I just love the live action stuff. I just dug the series. I was a 70s baby, so yeah. That's what I was into. And I had a comment from Marcel. The thought occurred to me, there was a series that I just followed recently. I think it was on Prime. It was the origin story of Alfred, Batman's butler. It was awesome. I loved it. I forgot the name of the series. I think it was Alfred. but yeah, that's one I would recommend. But $6 Million Man was my favorite. All right, let's do a last call for comments, rechecks, or check-ins into the Hampton Roads Public Service Net. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. I want to thank everybody for checking into the Hampton Roads Public Service Net and the trustees for the use of this repeater. Good evening from W4MBM, and I am now returning this repeater to general amateur use. 73, everybody.
Now, why you were in on the boredom breaker net this afternoon?
Steve, you're a choppy there on your last over. You said the boredom net. Tell me about the boredom net.
No, I was, yeah, so you kind of surprised us because I was thinking when you asked that question about superheroes, did you check into the boredom breaker net today? Because that sounds like a question that would have been asked on that net. And believe it or not, I think you've done that before when the question you asked exactly matched the question on the boredom breaker net.
Well, it's a coincidence, but two, it's also if you do National Day on Google, there's a bunch of sources for National Day, and National Superhero Day is on all of them. So it's not just a little well, it is a marketing thing, but it's not just a thing on one site, but it's on a bunch of sites. So that adds to the less of a coincidence. Let's say that. Go ahead.
Roger that. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah. So. Anyway, all right. Well, I am going to hit the rack and try to get myself, drag myself out the door in the morning. So anyway, good to hear from you. We'll catch you later. KC4JGC.
Hey, Steve, before you go, tell me about the boredom net.
Boredom breaker net. Rogers County, Oklahoma Radio Association. They're on. Let's see. Trying to think where you can. Yeah, there's a link on my webpage for them. They're mainly heard on either since it's out of Oklahoma. Of course, it's heard on All Star Link, and I think Echolink as well. So it runs for 2 hours, starting at 1 o'clock our time every day, and runs for about 2 hours. So, sorry, KC4JGC, go ahead.
Steve, thanks for that info. I'll check it out on your website. Check out the link, and I'll look for it on Echolink, and I'll get the call sign off your website. Let me let you go. Sounds like you're fading. I know you need to hit the rack. W4MBM. I'm going to be clear. And that's how we do it.